angel infused activation. What really happens in my Soul Alchemy intuitive sessions? I'm Erin, intuitive medium, Akashic, and spiritual mentor. It's motherfucking cold outside in Iowa. It's like 35-ish degrees. So I just was able to start going live here on the old TT. So I figured, why the fuck not? So I had this really fucking powerful session that I had this week. And the client was super resistant. So I'm an intuitive medium, Akashic, and spiritual mentor, which means I use spirit, intuition, and psychic mediumship skills, all of those things, to really to get into your soul, to get into your mind, to get into your body. And what really happens in my soul alchemy sessions is I know what you're telling yourself. I know how you feel. I know what is really going on with you. And I know what's really happening with you. So this client was really resistant. Her soul was very resistant. She was having relationship things and very resistant to let go. So there was very low self-worth. There was very low all elements in between. Motherfucking cold. If you hear the geese, it's because I'm at a nature reserve. And what really happened with this client was her soul was so resistant, she wasn't allowing herself to take in the information that was coming forward. There was past life information coming forward. Fuck me, it is super fucking cold. I'm gonna put my hat back on. And what really happened was she wasn't really ready to hear what was coming forward. So she had past life cords or ties, which is what we need to clear and release. She's like, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm like, then you're not going to let go of your problem. Your problem is going to continue to be your problem. So low self-worth, relationships, she was in a bad relationship. So what we did was cleared the past lives that she was connected to this individual who happened to be a partner in this life and super fucking douchebag. And, you know, she just felt responsibility. Why did she have to suffer in this lifetime? Why was all of this happening? So some of those answers we can't handle. And some of those answers we don't know. I just know that in this lifetime, his soul chose to come back and repay her. Doesn't mean we get repaid in the way that we want to be repaid, but we will get repaid in a way that your soul feels it. So as we choose to come into this fucking horrendous human life, we choose to come with a mission. We have free will. We come back, our souls choose to come back, and for whatever fucking reason, we come back. So what really happens then is she was pretty resistant. I'm like, if we don't clear this soul cord from past lives, then you're going to continue to feel like the relationship was your fault, like you deserve to be cheated on, like you deserve to be treated like shit. So it was this big pivotal shift for her. And I felt that shift in her soul when she was finally no longer resistant to making that shift. Sorry, like I said, I'm at a nature reserve. So the geese I think they're going in the wrong direction though. They should be going south. And I don't think that's south. But what really happens is, so I told her we need to clear. So she hit that moment in her soul where the reality was she had that shift of, well, fuck. So I know, and it's interesting because I have clients that I privately mentor that are in my programs that are licensed therapists. They want to understand the metaphysical realm, the spiritual realm. And this client had gone to therapists and lawyers and other people trying to figure out and find out what is wrong with me? Why is this happening? All of these different things. And their suggestion was, maybe you need to try somebody in a different realm. So she came to me, intuitive medium, Akashic, and spiritual mentor. And that is, I am not ever mean, but I was real. I said, I don't know what you want to accomplish from this session if you're not ready to hear, clear, release, remove, and move forward. And it was in that moment that her soul, because I felt that her soul completely shifted. And what really happened is her soul shifted. And I feel that. So what happens is I'm connected to your soul when I do a session. I know if you're telling me, oh, I'm fine, I have good self-worth, I don't treat myself like shit, I fucking know you're lying. I know you're lying, and I will call you out on it, because I'm not doing that to punish you or to make you feel bad about yourself. But I want your growth. I want you to shift and change. You're whoever the fuck you are. You are meant to do big things in this world. You are not meant to be in shitty relationships, be treated like shit, stay in shitty relationships, all of the fucking things in between. You are meant to come to this human existence. And I do have lots of cussing. Somebody just messaged me, said, you have lots of cussing. I do have lots of cussing. So my friend's probably watching this TikTok right now. I do swear a lot. So if swearing turns you off, I am not the person for you to follow. I have a couple other spiritual friends who don't swear, and I can refer you to them. But the reality is I know in your soul when something is, when you're telling me something, I know in your soul. So you're going to get that push from me. Okay, so why is this really happening? What are you really telling yourself? And we dig deeper. So in my private one-to-one soul alchemy sessions, we go deeper. I go into your past lives. I figure out, where is this in the relationship? What's really going on? What's really happening with you? And the reality is, there's a lot of awareness. There's a lot of shift, a lot of change, and there's a lot of growth, and there's a lot of, I don't want to say therapy counseling, but there's a lot of, if you want this, you got to do this. So in my soul alchemy sessions, you also walk away with a soul ascension plan. What do I need to do to continue this healing, this growth? If you come to me because you're like, my business is tanking, I don't feel connected. Well, I have 25 years of marketing and design experience as well, business development. So that is an element of what I do as well. How do we shift your business? Where's your passion really lie? And the reality is, soul alchemy sessions are based on who and what you need. What you need to do, what you need to experience, what you need in your life. So let's clear it. We're going to clear your past lives. We're going to clear your current life. And then what we do at the end is an activation ceremony. So what is that activation ceremony? Sometimes we reactivate your intuitive healing gifts and abilities from the past. Sometimes we reactivate your ability to, if you want to be a writer, if you were a healer, if you create teas, tinctures, and herbs, we bring that shit forward for you to use again today. But in the reactivation ceremony at the very end, we've released, your soul is released, we've cleared, we've healed, we've moved forward. And then what we do is this reactivation ceremony. So this particular session that I had this week, I'm going to say she's a little bit less spiritual. I am not Christian, I'm spiritual. So she's a little bit more, I'm going to say just normal, human, I don't really know the right word. So how I work with different beings, different energies, spirit guides, whoever or whatever the fuck comes in for you is what is how I work. So with her, I knew we needed to use the angels because she was going to be reluctant if I just really let the goddesses, the angels, whoever else to come in. So the reality was she needed the angels. So we did a reactivation ceremony for her. What does that include? That really includes creating new intentions for your life, creating new intentions. Okay, what are you going to allow? What do you want? What do you deserve? So she, whoever it is, tells me what they want in their life, relationships, sex, money, whatever the hell it is you want. I don't give a flying fuck what you want in your life, as long as it's healthy and not hurting other people. But then I also add in too, what is spirit telling me that you need, that you're not asking for, wanting, whatever it is. So we have the ceremony. So at the end of the ceremony, and this is not like a 4 or 5 hour process. The ceremony is, we set the intentions, bring in whoever you need to have. And at the end, the angels just whoosh, I like to say it was almost like a Hiroshima bomb. It's kind of like whoosh, the angel energy just went into her. And how I ask spirit to do it is like seal it, fuse it to your soul, this new energy, these new intentions. So that is what your mind and your body and your soul exudes, feels, understands. And she was like, what was that? And I was like, that was the angel energy infusing into your soul with your new intention. She's like, I saw that light come into me. I felt it. And I'm like, I know. So I'm totally used to this. This is what I do every single day. Totally fucking used to it. She never experienced that. She goes, I've been to all these people and all these healers and all these. She's like, I was so reluctant and I wasn't believing. I said, I know. And she's like, what? She was like speechless in her face. I was like, wide open. And I said, I know you. She's like, I don't. And she was like speechless. So it was just this mind blowing moment. I'm sorry, it is so cold. I feel like if I don't, I'm gonna drip. But it's awesome to witness when clients have that like aha moment. Most people I work with are spiritual, so what I do isn't really new to them, but every once in a while. And it was a really challenging session because her soul was so resistant. In the middle, I just had to be like, okay, so where are we at? Because I don't know how I'm going to help you if you're not willing to, and it was kind of this moment. And that was kind of the shift in the session. But watching her at the end, she was like, I felt that white light come into me. And I said, I know. I know. So I said, how spirit shows it to me is I describe how they might feel it, sense it. Spirit tells me they might feel the tingles, the warmness. They might feel it coming in through the crown down. So for her particularly, it was going to come in through the crown and then swirl around her, and then at the end, just kind of like whoosh, almost just like this like whoosh into your body. And there was a fuck ton of angels around. So all of that angel energy just builds and it's just like whoosh, and it just came in and she was just like, oh my god, I don't and it was fucking awesome to witness. So that is what just a single session is really like working with me. Like I said, I finally am able to come onto the old TT and go live, so I'm probably going to do that more. But it is motherfucking cold out here and it's really hard to catch comments on here, so I will have to come back. Hopefully I don't know if these live stick around. I don't really know. But if you have questions about my Soul Alchemy sessions, like I said, I only have a couple left for 2023. If you have things in your life you want to heal, clear, understand, process, remove, whatever the fuck it is, blocks. And sometimes we don't even know our own blocks. And that's where I come in. You don't have to know where your blocks are. But we start the session talking about where you're at, what you're experiencing, what are your holdbacks, what do you want that you're not getting, whatever it is, actions or whatever you're putting into the world, and you're not getting a return. So I'm doing this healing, I'm doing this, and it's not working, and blah, 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 blah. We just dig in and we figure it the fuck out. We clear it, and then we create new intentions and reactivate. And there's a general method to my session, but you're fucking individual. You're an individual soul and human. You've had individual experiences and traumas and pains and everything. You're a fucking individual. You do not come into my sessions, into my one-to-one mentoring, or into my programs as a fucking number. You come in as an individual. So as my sessions work, I have a process and we do what you fucking need. I work with you how you fucking need it. Spirit tells me exactly what you need, where you're at, what your hangups are, what we need to do. So working with me is a fucking individual thing. And as a business owner, whatever, it's hard to sometimes express what you do, how you do, put it into the world. So I'm just really working on the actually showing up. Ooh, cardinals. I got distracted by spirit side. So I'm just really working on showing up on how I actually operate. I swear a lot. My friend was texting me, so she must be watching this live. I swear a lot. I'm honest. I put myself out there. I don't give flying fuck what anybody else thinks. And that's just how I operate. So, if that resonates with you, if that calls to you, if you're like, holy fuck, I like this chick, then follow me. If you're like, I don't like the swearing and blah, blah, I don't give a fuck, just don't follow me. It's simple, plain and simple. I'm not here to appease or please anyone. I'm almost 45 and I don't give a fuck what people think. So I'm not here to make impressions on people where I can't make an impact. So questions on what I do. If you're in the spiritual realm, like I said, I'm Erin, intuitive medium, Akashic, and spiritual mentor. What I like to focus on is the multidimensional aspects when I mentor. So if you're an intuitive medium, healer, light worker, clear, whatever the fuck it is you are calling yourself, and you're ready for that next level, I want to work in that next level that you're talking about with who comes in for whoever. I don't ever call in anybody. I just call in the spirit team, and then whoever fucking comes in, comes in. Sometimes it's beings or things or mermaids, or one time there's a centaur, there's fucking Vikings, whatever the fuck comes in, galactic beings, it doesn't matter. But I love to mentor and teach in the multidimensional space. Getting you to that place of expansion. You're ready to grow your business, then we need to make sure you're working, healing, and clearing in people's past lives, as well as today. So in that realm, in that multidimensional space. And that is where I love to mentor. So like I said earlier, I only take on a few private mentoring extended clients, 3, 6, 12 months. Prefer the 12-month space, but if you are in that space and you need that, Soul Alchemy is a session. I do have students who use that as a mentoring session as well. You just don't get the in-between like daily contact with me. And I'm going to say your growth isn't as fast as if you were working with me privately. I do also have an Akashic Records program. So if you're really just wanting to work in the Akashic Records, that just started. So if you're interested in the Akashic Records, working in, healing, and clearing through it for yourself, then we can chat. It won't be open again until February, but if that's something you're interested in, don't hesitate. You can still jump in. We just had our first call last week, so our next call won't be till next week. So have you ever received a morning tribute? Nope. I've never gone live on here before on the old TikTok. So I'm gonna have to figure it out because If you guys have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm going to try to come live more on here. I'm just figuring out which social media, even though I use all the social media platforms, just trying to figure out where I want to be on the platforms. And TikTok is, I had a big aversion to it and I'm liking it. So I'll probably be on here more. I'm probably going to come on here and do live card pulls. It is like my hands are so cold. It's like 30 degrees here. And the wind is kicking up a smidge. Iowa blows balls. It's fucking cold. At least we don't have a fuck ton of snow, but this little pond behind me is frozen. So, morning tribute. No, you can tell me what morning tribute is though, hard hitter. I have no idea. But otherwise, you guys welcome to ask me any questions that you have. Obviously, I don't do free readings or anything like that. I will not ever come into your fucking inbox and tell you your ancestors, whatever the fuck. No. If anybody ever does that, fucking run away. But please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. If you want to work with me, you want a session. Like I said, I only have a few sessions left in 2023. But otherwise, I hope everybody has a kick-ass day. I don't even know how to get the fuck out of here. Ooh, that could be a little shit. I don't know how to stop it. Anybody know how to stop it? Maybe it said more. Post gas. Hey Carlos, what's happening? Fuck sticks. I don't know how to shut it on. Well, fuck. Oh, there it is. I think I found it. All right, you guys have an awesome fucking day.